Welcome back, coin collectors and treasure hunters. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of rare coins to talk about one of the most sought-after pennies in American numismatic history, the 1944 United States 1-cent coin. You might think a penny is just a penny, but this particular year holds some incredible secrets that could make it worth a small fortune. If you've ever come across a 1944 penny, don't overlook it. It could be one of the rarest and most valuable coins in your collection. Stick around until the end, because we're going to reveal just how much one of these rare pennies could be worth today. The 1944 Lincoln cent is part of the famous wheat penny series, which was minted from 1909 to 1958. These pennies feature the iconic portrait of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner, making it one of the most beloved designs in U.S. coinage. However, the 1944 version is particularly interesting because of a unique historical twist that makes certain variations incredibly valuable. During World War II, the U.S. Mint faced a serious problem. Copper was in high demand for war production, especially for making ammunition. To conserve resources, the Mint temporarily switched to using zinc-coated steel in 1943, creating the famous 1943 steel penny. However, in 1944, they went back to using copper, but this transition led to some fascinating minting errors and rare variations, making certain 1944 pennies highly collectible today. Now, let's take a closer look at the design of the 1944 penny. On the obverse, front, side, you'll see the classic image of Abraham Lincoln, facing right. Above his head, the word Liberty is engraved, and to the right, you'll find the year 1944. Just below the date, you may see a small letter, D for Denver or S for San Francisco, indicating where the coin was minted. If there is no letter, it means the coin was minted in Philadelphia. On the reverse, back, side, you'll find the famous 2 wheat stalks, which is why these pennies are often called wheat pennies. Between the wheat stalks, the words 1 cent and United States of America are clearly visible. Above this, you'll see E pluribus unum, which means, out of many, one. This design was used for decades before being replaced by the Lincoln Memorial design in 1959. What makes the 1944 penny so special, and why are some of them worth a fortune? The answer lies in rare minting errors, special varieties, and high-grade conditions. Let's explore some of the most valuable versions of this coin. One of the most famous and valuable errors is the 1944 steel cent. Even though the U.S. Mint switched back to copper in 1944, a few steel blanks from 1943 accidentally got mixed in and were struck with the 1944 date. These rare steel cents are extremely valuable because only a handful exist. If you ever find a 1944 penny that is silver-colored and sticks to a magnet, you might be holding an ultra-rare 1944 steel penny worth thousands. Another rare and valuable variety is the 1944 D/S over mintmark error. This means the coin was originally intended to be struck with a San Francisco S mintmark, but it was later overstamped with a Denver D mintmark. If you examine the D mintmark carefully and notice traces of an S underneath, you've got a rare coin that collectors highly desire. There's also the off-center strike error, which happens when the coin isn't properly aligned during minting, causing the design to appear shifted. The more off-center the strike, the rarer and more valuable the coin becomes, especially if the date is still fully visible. Even if your 1944 penny doesn't have any rare errors, its condition still plays a major role in its value. A well-preserved penny that has been graded MS-65 or higher, meaning it's in near-perfect condition, can be worth a lot more than a worn-out one. Coins that have been carefully stored and maintained without scratches, discoloration, or heavy wear are highly sought after by collectors. So, how much could a rare 1944 1-cent coin be worth today? If you happen to own a rare error variety, such as a 1944 steel penny, a D/S over mintmark, or an off-center strike, you could be looking at a value of $57,000. That's right. A single penny could be worth more than a brand new luxury car. That's why checking your old coin collections, piggy banks, and even everyday pocket change could lead to an unexpected fortune. Today, we're diving into a fascinating coin that many people overlook, the 1949 United States 1-cent coin. At first glance, it may seem like just another old penny, but don't be fooled. This coin holds a special place in the world of numismatics, and if you're lucky enough to have one in pristine condition, it could be worth a life-changing amount of money. Stick around until the end because we're going to reveal just how much this rare 1949 penny could be worth today. The Lincoln Wheat Penny series, which ran from 1909 to 1958, is one of the most iconic coin designs in U.S. history. The 1949 penny is part of this legendary series, and while millions were minted, only a handful remain in top condition or feature rare minting errors that make them highly valuable. Now, let's talk about the design of the 1949 1-cent coin. On the obverse, front, side, we have the classic portrait of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. Lincoln's profile has been featured on the penny for over a century, making it one of the longest-running coin designs in history. Above his head, you'll see the word Liberty, and to the right, the year 1949 is clearly displayed. Some pennies may have a small letter below the year, indicating where they were minted. A D means Denver, an S means San Francisco, and if there's no letter, it was minted in Philadelphia. On the reverse, back, side, you'll find the famous wheat stalks, which is why these coins are often called wheat pennies. Between the two stalks, the words 1 cent and United States of America are engraved. At the top, the Latin phrase e pluribus unum is inscribed, meaning out of many, one. This classic design was replaced in 1959 by the Lincoln Memorial, making the 1949 penny one of the later issues of the beloved wheat penny era. What makes the 1949 penny so special, and why could it be worth a fortune? The secret lies in rare minting errors, unique varieties, and well-preserved coins in high grades. Let's take a look at some of the factors that can make a 1949 penny extremely valuable. One of the rarest errors found in the 1949 penny is the D/S over mintmark error. This means that some pennies that were originally supposed to have an S mintmark for San Francisco were later stamped with a D for Denver. If you look closely at the mintmark on your penny and notice traces of another letter underneath, you might have one of these rare varieties. Collectors love these error coins because they're unique and difficult to find. Another valuable error is the off-center strike. This happens when the coin blank isn't properly aligned during minting, causing part of the design to be missing or misaligned. The more dramatic the error, the more valuable the coin, especially if the date is still clearly visible. There are also double-die pennies, where the coin's lettering or images appear slightly doubled due to a mistake in the minting process. If you see signs of doubling in the words Liberty or In God We Trust, you might be holding a valuable collector's piece. Even if your 1949 penny doesn't have one of these rare errors, its condition plays a huge role in determining its value. Coins that have been carefully stored and show no signs of wear, scratches, or discoloration can be worth significantly more. A 1949 penny that has been graded MS-65 or higher, which means it's in near-perfect condition, can fetch incredible prices at auctions. So, how much could a rare 1949 1-cent coin be worth today? If you happen to own a high-grade example, an error variety like the D/S, or a unique minting mistake, you could be looking at a value of $67,000. That's right. Something as small as a penny could be worth more than a luxury car or even a down payment on a house. That's why checking your old coin collections, pocket change, or even inherited coin jars could lead to an unexpected fortune. We're diving into the world of rare and valuable coins, and we have something special for you, the 1950 United States 1-cent coin. At first glance, this penny might seem ordinary, but don't be too quick to judge. There are hidden secrets within these coins that could make them worth far more than just 1 cent. If you have a 1950 penny, you'll want to stick around because we're going to explore its history, design, rare errors, and of course, its potential value in today's market. And trust me, the final price might just shock you. The 1950 Lincoln Wheat Penny is part of a long-running series that dates back to 1909. Designed by Victor David Brenner, this iconic penny has been in circulation for decades, but not all of them are created equal. While millions were minted, only a handful remain in pristine condition or feature rare minting errors, making them highly sought after by collectors. Let's take a closer look at the design of the 1951 cent coin and what makes it so special. On the obverse, front, side, you'll find a familiar face, Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States. His portrait has been on the penny for more than a century, making it one of the most recognizable coin designs in American history. To the left of Lincoln's profile, you'll see the word Liberty, while the year 1950 is stamped to the right. Above Lincoln's head, the phrase, "In God We Trust," is proudly inscribed. Depending on where your penny was minted, you may also notice a small D for Denver, or S for San Francisco, below the year. If there is no letter, it means your penny was minted in Philadelphia. Flipping over to the reverse, back, side, we see the iconic wheat penny design, 2 wheat stalks framing the center, where the words 1 cent and United States of America are boldly engraved. Above them, you'll find the phrase E pluribus unum, which means, out of many, one, a powerful motto representing the unity of the nation. The 1950 penny was among the last of the wheat penny series, as this classic design was replaced in 1959 by the Lincoln Memorial. That change alone makes the 1950 penny historically significant, but what truly makes certain versions of this coin valuable are rare minting errors and their condition. So, what should you be looking for in a 1951 cent coin that could make it worth a fortune? One of the most sought-after error varieties is the D over S mintmark error. This happened when a Denver mintmark, D, was stamped over a San Francisco mintmark, S, by mistake. If you examine the mintmark under magnification and see traces of an S underneath the D, you could have a rare and valuable coin in your possession. Another rare error is the double die obverse, DDO. This occurs when the coin is struck twice during the minting process, causing some of the lettering or details, like Liberty or In God We Trust, to appear doubled. Coins with this error are highly collectible, and their value can increase dramatically. In addition to errors, condition is everything when it comes to coin collecting. A 1950 penny that has been well preserved with no scratches, discoloration, or signs of wear will be worth significantly more than one that has been heavily circulated. Coins graded MS65 or higher, meaning they're in near-perfect condition, can fetch incredible prices at auctions. So, just how much could a rare 1951 cent coin be worth today? If you happen to own a high-grade example, a rare minting error, or an uncirculated version, your 1950 penny could be worth $47,000. That's right. One small penny could be worth more than a brand new luxury car or even a down payment on a house. This is why searching through old coin collections, inherited change jars, or even your pocket change could lead to a life-changing discovery. Diving into the fascinating world of rare and valuable coins, and we've got an exciting one to talk about, the 1967 United States 1 cent coin. While most pennies are worth just a single cent, some hold hidden secrets that could make them worth a life-changing amount of money. If you have a 1967 penny, don't go anywhere because you might be holding onto something incredibly valuable. Now, let's take a journey back to 1967, a time of change and progress in America. The country was in the midst of the space race, the Vietnam War was ongoing, and the culture was shifting dramatically. The U.S. Mint was also making some unique adjustments, which makes the 1967 penny particularly special. Due to a nationwide coin shortage in the mid-1960s, the government made a critical decision. They removed mint marks from all coins minted in 1965, 1966, and 1967. That means you won't find a D for Denver or S for San Francisco on any 1967 penny, because they were all issued without a mint mark. Now, let's take a closer look at the design of the 1967 Lincoln penny and what makes it unique. On the obverse, front, side, we see a familiar face, Abraham Lincoln, the beloved 16th President of the United States. His portrait has graced the penny since 1909, making it one of the longest-running coin designs in U.S. history. Above Lincoln's head, we see the phrase, "In God we trust," a staple on American currency. To the left of Lincoln, the word liberty is proudly displayed, symbolizing the freedoms that define the nation. To the right, we find the year 1967, marking its place in history. Turning to the reverse, back, side, we see the Lincoln Memorial, a design introduced in 1959 to replace the original wheat ears seen on earlier pennies. If you look closely, you'll notice a small engraving of Lincoln himself sitting inside the memorial, a hidden detail that many people overlook. Above the memorial, the words "United States of America" curve across the top, while the national motto "E Pluribus Unum" is centered just below it. And of course, the denomination 1 cent is prominently displayed at the bottom. So, what makes certain 1967 pennies extremely valuable? Let's get into the exciting part: rarity and collector demand. First, condition is key when it comes to coin collecting. A 1967 penny that has been well preserved, showing no scratches, discoloration, or wear, can command a much higher price than one that has been heavily circulated. Coins graded MS65 or higher, meaning they're in near-perfect condition, are especially valuable, but beyond condition, minting errors are where things get really interesting. There are several rare 1967 penny errors that collectors are actively searching for, and these could make your coin worth a fortune. One of the most desirable errors is the double die obverse, DDO. This occurs when the coin is struck twice during the minting process, causing certain elements, like the date, the word liberty, or "In God we trust," to appear doubled. If you notice a slight overlapping effect on your penny's lettering, you could be looking at an extremely rare variety. Another exciting error is the off-center strike, where the coin's design is misaligned due to an error in the minting process. The more off-center the design, the rarer the coin becomes. Some off-center 1967 pennies, especially those with a visible date, can sell for a hefty sum at auctions. There are also clipped planchet errors, where a portion of the coin appears to be missing due to a mistake when the blank discs were cut before minting. These unique coins are rare and always attract collectors willing to pay a premium. So, the big question is, how much could a rare 1967 penny actually be worth today? If you happen to own a high-grade example, an uncirculated version, or a rare mint error, your 1967 penny could be worth $87,000. That's right. Something as small as a penny could be worth more than a luxury car, a down payment on a house, or even a college education. This is why searching through your old piggy banks, inherited coin collections, or pocket change could lead to an unexpected jackpot. If you found this video interesting and want to learn more about rare and valuable coins, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss another incredible discovery. Thanks for watching, and as always, happy coin hunting.